statement.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and I too would like to thank the witnesses for coming in today on this very important hearing. Year after year, taxes rank as a top concern for small businesses. According to the IRS National Taxpayer Advocate, small firms must deal with a particularly complex array of laws, such as depreciation, employment taxes, and independent contractor rules. It is even more difficult for companies to operate when tax provisions are temporary because they cannot effectively budget or plan for the long term. Small businesses pay more per employee to comply with the Internal Revenue Code and often can't afford to hire tax experts to help them out. For small businesses, these are difficult times. Unemployment is rising, credit is tight, energy prices remain steep. Every expense is an added burden and can make the difference between whether a firm stays open or is forced to close. The tax provisions we are considering today are critically important to entrepreneurs because small businesses are constantly squeezed by ever-growing costs. Tax relief is essential. I would prefer that Congress pass permanent tax rate reductions rather than narrower temporary provisions that must be renewed by Congress year after year. I'm particularly concerned that we extend the 2001 and 2003 tax cuts. Although not the topic of this hearing, these provisions are scheduled to expire in 2010. If they do expire, working families will see their taxes increase and their prospects for employment decline. For entrepreneurs, these provisions are a necessary incentive to keep our economy moving. I support temporary tax relief, but we need to go further. Making the 2001-2003 tax benefits permanent would give small firms the confidence to purchase new equipment and hire more workers. That's why I introduced legislation to permanently extend the 2001-2003 provisions, and I hope Congress will act to provide this predictability for our nation's small businesses. Finally, a word about the alternative minimum tax, which has been called the most serious problem faced by taxpayers. The AMT hits many small business owners very hard. It reduces businesses' deductions, it's needlessly complex, and increases tax uncertainty. I would prefer that we repeal it, but failing that, we should at least extend AMT relief. So again, thank you, Madam Chairman, for holding this hearing. Look forward to the testimony.
Thank you. And I welcome Ms. Rachel Bernstein. She's the Vice President and Tax Counsel for the National Retail Federation.